crazy life. It's Lori, and I am going to take you through my process to order, design, and print, and then iron on DTF or direct to film transfers. So we're going to be on my computer right now. This is what it is, direct to film, which is like an iron on. It's like vinyl meets silk screening, and you'll see when I'm doing this. But let's get started. This is a start to finish video. So the first thing I do is I go into Etsy. If I didn't already have a seller, I would come up here and type in DTF, print, ship, custom, something like that. It's going to pick up these keywords. And you're going to look for a seller. I would read reviews for sure because, you want to know what you're getting into. And I would look at pricing. I was happy with the service that this person offers and the size of sheets. That's the second thing you're going to look at is an option. Everybody will be pretty much 22 inches wide. That seems to be the standard, but the length of the sheets they offer can widely vary. Some people do like 22 by 25. This person does in increments of 10 inches. So I'm going to select 22 by 30 because that's what I want. And it's a quantity of 1. Now, please send files to this email. These are the directions you want to read. So you can't load your file once we create it on Etsy. You have to email it. So transparent, PNG, PDF, AI, EPS, these are the different file types at 300 DPI. Gmail works best, and they want the maximum. So that's on this. So we're going to say, yes, we read that. I want 1. Now you're going to come down here also, and you're going to look at some different things. I go to the item detail. It tells me where to send the file. If I purchase multiple, let them know. Soft, it's vivid. They're telling us about their product. It's a warm peel, which is important. So what you're looking at is the directions. Now you can go to their website and build a gang sheet if you don't have Canva Pro. You can go to their website and build it. And then you can skip this next step. You would just go directly to a website. I have Canva, so I'm going to do it there. It's also telling you here that a small heat press is not going to work. Like the ones that you push. You need a manual press that you can get some pressure onto this print because you're pushing the glue into the fabric, so you need to have a pressure. I have an HTV rod and it works just fine, but I hold pressure on it. A handheld press is not going to work. So you choose it, you send the file. They're telling you how to make it. And then down here, they're going to tell you all the directions you'll need. And then further down, you'll see when you get it, how to press. So how to apply it. And what you really want to do is read these really good, but you want your temperature and how long. And they're telling you need a lot of pressure. So these are directions you want to read. Care instructions, wash it inside out, all of that. These are things that can apply to. They're very good on the directions. And then your shipping, $5.99, which is pretty standard. And then if you keep going, you should get to their reviews. Somewhere in here, I might have passed them, is their reviews. But like I said, this seller I was very happy with, so I stuck to it. I'm going to use this seller. So 22 by 30. The next thing, if you're using Canva, you need Canva Pro. You cannot do this on the free version because it does not allow you in Canva to do a transparent background. And you have to have that in order to do the file that you need. Because if you don't have a transparent background, when you get your what's called a gang sheet, it's going to show up completely solid. And you're going to have to cut out each design individually. I'm drinking tea while we're talking. So I'm going to create a size, and I'm going to go here to custom, and I'm going to come over here to inches. Now you see I've already done one of these, but you want to change this to inches, and you're going to put 22 by 30. Create new design. So this white box represents the gang sheet. A gang sheet is the size of the print they can do. So it's 22 inches wide and 30 inches long. And I can put as many elements on here as I want, as long as they're not touching each other. You have to be able to cut them out individually. So as long as they're not touching, I can fill this sheet. Right? So that's the cool thing. I make it a little bigger so we can all see it. And then I'm going to come over here and we're just going to build something. I don't know what. I was looking at turkey faces. Let's see if we can find a turkey mouth. Turkey beak. Beak? Yeah. And I want graphics. Now, because I have the Pro, I have access to all of these. That's what this little crown means. And I don't need, I have the licensing to use these images. Now, what I really would like to do, can I unlock it? No. I'm trying to ungroup these, but I don't know that that's going to be an option for me. But let's see. Okay. I wanted to put different eyes in here. So let's see if I can. I don't know if it'll let me. No, maybe. Let's see. No. Oh, yes. Okay. Please hold. We're all doing this together, friends. Where's that face? Okay. I want... I need to get that out of there. But I need his nose. Well. What I can do, and this is what you got to kind of do. You got to come in here and say, okay, well, let's do edit. Do I have an eraser? No. Some images you can edit. Like you can erase parts of them. Okay, well. I saw these on somebody's video, or no, a website, and I was like, I need this. Anywho, so we'll do that, and then I'm just going to leave it, but for right now, there we go. and we're going to group it, and we're going to say, okay, well, I want this. I make mine for my size shirt about 10 inches wide, right? And then a friend of mine wants one as well. So we'll make her one. And the thing is, we want to stay inside this 22 inches, right? And then I'm just going to fill up this whole page. When I'm ready to, hi buddy, when I'm ready, we're going to pretend like I filled the whole page. You come over here to share. We're going to download. I need a PNG this size all the way over here, as big as we can go. And then transparent background. As big as you can go, transparent, and download. That is going to go into my documents. And once I check out of Etsy, then I'm going to email this to them, to the designer. He's going to look at it. If he sees anything wrong, he's going to come back to me and say, hey, can you fix this? Can you do that? Whatever. He's going to come back and get me to fix whatever needs to be fixed. And then he's going to print it and mail it to me. And then once I receive it, I will look at it and make sure everything is in one piece. And then we will go to the printer. Or, I'm sorry, to the heat press. Ouch. All right, so right now we're going to do this. And I'm going to finish this design and send it off. And as soon as it comes back, I can make my print. All right. It's here. So I did my order. The guy that I use has a 24-hour turnaround, and then he ships it. So it took a couple days. I just found out here in Columbus, we have a local crafting supply store that will print DTFs as well. So there's that. Mine came wrapped in paper. And a bag. Now, let me get this for you. Let me clean this mess up. Oh. Also, this time around, well, probably all times around, there's a card with the directions on the back. Set heat press to 303, pre-press for 6 seconds, take the heat out, press for 6 seconds, heavy pressure, peel warm, press again for 6 seconds. Wait for 24 hours to wash it. Directions. Everybody's going to be a little different. So when you receive your prints, and this is their website too. You don't have to go through Etsy. You can order direct through their website. It is Upload DTF. But this is what it looks like. I have a lot of blank space because I wanted to get this back quickly. But let's see, the cats. This is going to go on a sweatshirt, not the cats. Maybe. That might be a little big. I'll have to see. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Now, I'm going to cut it. And this is giant. So this is why you need the transparent background. And I'll show you in a second. This is going to go on my shirt. On the back, where there's color, you can see there's glue. And that is what is going to adhere it. Wherever there's clear plastic, nothing shows up. If you don't do a clear background or transparent background, you're going to get white or whatever color, and you'll have to yeah, it'll be a mess. So that's why I do mine through Canva, because I can do the transparent background. I'm gonna put this on a burgundy sweatshirt. So cute. I need to cut the other one out. I'm taking that to the office. So while I'm cutting out the other ones, I'll show you. I don't know, this might be too big. No, it's okay. This is gonna go in the front of a sweatshirt as well, just like that. For me, because I needed Christmas stuff. All right, so next steps. What are we doing now? We've received this in the mail. That's perfect. Next step is going to be pick a shirt, any material or any receptacle. A t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a bag. I don't know, other than fabric, what else you can do a DTF on. I'm not sure about like wood and ornaments and things of that nature. Not that it's not possible, I just not tried and I haven't really researched it. But you pick your vessel that you're going to put it on, and then you want to line it up. I'm not going to go over that with you. It's really basic. You're just going to put it on the shirt and center it. You want heat safe tape, and it's very specific tape. It's for like sublimation and heat presses. I use that to hold everything in place once I center it. And then the next clip you're going to see is me ironing on a Santa shirt onto a different sweatshirt. I wanted to get that footage while I was making myself that sweatshirt for this video. So you're gonna see a little different iron on, but I did go through it. I mean, come on. I did go through the process of ironing it and how to peel it and all that. So that'll be the next clip, so stay tuned. All right, we're at the heat press. I happen to have an HTV rod. I will say the person that I use to make my heat transfer, my DTF, says that he won't guarantee his product if you're using an HTV rod. But this is a pressure one up here. I have a dial in the back that I can make it as heavy as I want. The deal with DTF is you've got to have pressure. Like, I'm pushing this down. I have this almost as tight as it will go. The pressure is what pushes the glue into the fibers. Also on this one, I love it because it moves. This is their manual. They have an electric one that does it automatically, but that's not going to give you enough pressure. An iron is not going to give you enough pressure, and one of those like Cricut ones is not going to give you enough pressure either. This one, and use whatever brand you want, has your temperature and a timer. So this says I need to go, for like 3 seconds. Those are my directions. I go for 5. It's fine. And then I'll show you what else we need. But first, you lay this on your press. The heat is up here, not down here. And you want to make sure you're centered on here and you don't have any wrinkles in your fabric. So you get everything smoothed out. You watch your fingers with that heat. Mine is at 303 degrees because that is what is recommended. You don't have to do this step, but I prefer to do some parchment on it. I just want to protect this. So I put a piece of, it's just regular parchment paper, not wax paper. Wax paper will melt. You want parchment. I come over here, I can hit my timer, but I just usually count. Pressure on all the way. And then 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Lift it up, take it over. I take my parchment off. Nothing's gonna stick to it unless you have a problem. And leave it. I don't touch it, you leave it. The gentleman that I order from said that this is warm, like this is hot at this point. We're at 305 degrees. This is hot. You can peel it when it's warm, but you need to leave it for a little bit to cool and to set. I would normally, if I was giving this away, I would take a lint roller, make sure there's no cat furs involved. Because anything underneath here is going to be adhered. It's still a little warm, so I'm gonna take a break and let this cool, and I'll come back and show you when I peel it, and then what my next step is. We're cooled down now. I lift up the tape, I come to the corner, and it just peels. Here, let me get you closer. You gotta see the magic. It just peels off. If it doesn't peel, you can run the heat one more time. And sometimes it just depends on your fabric. And I'm done. That's it. This is trash. My last step, I put the parchment back over and I make sure everything is covered with parchment. Anywhere there's color. Bring it back over here. And I just do it for like a couple seconds to really press that heat in, or they get that glue in, and that's it. And that also, that last step, and I'm gonna turn it off. Done. That last step makes the colors so much more vibrant. It's really amazing how well that works. I'm getting my basement all set up for crafting down here, but for now. So give me a second and I will let this cool, and then I will show you the finished product. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Tell me that is not adorable. And I thrifted the sweatshirt, if I didn't say that. So the sweatshirt was like $1. This transfer was a couple bucks. And now I have the cutest Santa sweatshirt to wear. And I'm super excited. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. And if you're trying to get your own DTF going, super easy. You do need some supplies, unfortunately. But once you've got them, you've got them. I use this heat press frequently. Now this was sent to me for a review some time ago, but they're only $150 for this type. I mean, less than $200. And you could start your own little crafting business making super fun shirts or whatever. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.